I was dealing with emerging markets in my journalistic capacity, and I was drawn to the attention of this person. He's been in power, or the patriarch, for 35 years, and his reign coincided with a period which was crucial in the history, in the modern history of Georgia. And Georgia is a fascinating country. It's the second oldest religion, Christian nation in the world. It has a very rich history, a very interesting tradition, and even during Soviet times I felt that the Georgians are something like the Italians of the Soviet Union. And so I was drawn to the country and to this person who, despite all the conflicts that the country went through, civil war which ended with the suicide of the president, war with a superpower like Russia in 2008, other bloody conflicts, and he was the one who kept the nation together. He was a pillar of constancy. He was never questions. He was never in doubt, and I just thought that this is a personality that should be known beyond the borders of Georgia. Yeah, I spent a week in Georgia filming. I have the story ideas in my head, which is connecting the reign of the patriarch with the modern history of Georgia. I would probably like to find funding to go and spend another week in Georgia. I feel that there are still some elements missing to make the full version of the film. But the story idea stands, and I also try to look at the patriarch not through the eyes of the Georgians, because the first time I saw the patriarch, he was in church and leaving the cathedral, and basically everybody was just trying to touch his robe, like in the Passion movies, believing that he's the healer. I mean, he has a saint status in Georgia, but I didn't want to have that. I wanted a sober film, and so I focused more on the perspective of people who are foreigners. Like I have the Princess Michael of Kent, who met him for an hour, but had very strong impressions of him. And I have also the opera singer Madame Caballé-Montserrat, who met him as well. So I have people who are used seeing VIPs, big personalities, and try to include those perspectives about him into the movie. So it requires some travel funding, I guess, to get these interviews in. And I also feel that since I'm trying to show not just the patriarch, but also the country, I need to travel around the country a little bit more than I have. I'm a novice in documentary films. I've done journalism work, but so I'm trying to approach TV channels through my existing contacts, which go through the newsrooms of these channels. But I'm also here at the festival. I'm trying to just speak to anybody who has done films as well, and try to follow the successful examples. Well, East Dog, there's a focus on Eastern Europe. I consider Georgia being part of Eastern Europe, so thematically it fits here. But also a great place to meet like-minded people, to see or to learn about their experiences, and also meet commissioning editors and salespeople. I think it's just a personal development. I'm still doing journalism, but I wanted to widen or broaden the range, and I think that why always talk about presidents, prime ministers and CEOs when you have such a fascinating person who touches the people much deeper than everybody else who I met.